r/AskReddit, what have smartphones killed off? Home landlines. Makes more sense for a household to cut the landline bill and provide mobile. I mean, everybody has one nowadays, there is no need for a main phone. Most if not all rentals don't have one anymore. We have a landline at home because where we live, we often have no service with most providers. But because landline uses a cable, we still are connected to the outer world. What? Oh. Attention spans. Similarly, boredom. There's no reason to be bored anymore. But that has a downside because we are now so used to constant external stimulation that some people can't just sit there and be with their thoughts anymore. I wonder what that's doing to our brains. Squirrel. Disposable cameras. Disposable cameras were killed by digital cameras way before smartphones were a thing. Newspapers. My grandparents used to get them all the time and now they don't even deliver them anymore. I used to love reading the comics when I went over to their house. It's a bummer. As a side effect, journalism. When people stopped paying for news, then the Rs fell out of that industry. It's basically non-existent at local level, and these days we are seeing big outlets lead with stories which is just them repackaging shit they saw on TikTok. Being unavailable. Bar bets. I'm just old enough to have seen smartphones become popular just after I had been old enough to drink. The conversations around random factoids died out really fast, since you could just Google the thing for proof. I remember seeing a quote along the lines of, "I got a mobile phone for my convenience, not everyone else's." Knowing how to do simple math. I was told I'd never have a calculator in my pocket, but guess who's laughing now? Mrs. Hilmer. At first I read it as Himmler and was hella confused. Deleted. And GT, map books and AMP, phone books. Small calendars/date books, address books, most calculators, Walkman/MP3 player/iPod, pagers, PDAs, simple pocket electronic games, button keyboards on phones, disposable cameras, handheld memo recorders. I still have a few A to Z of London books. I have a pocket-sized one I once needed to find an interview location. Payphones. I haven't come across a working payphone in probably 10 years, and it's rare to even see a non-working one still installed. When I do come across a payphone, I still check to see if it's working though. They're still available in Australia, and still maintained. They're also completely free for any national number, home or mobile. I don't know who actually uses them, but I think it's supposed to be for low-income earners. The phone book and the TV guide. My mom still buys the TV guide. Or you could get a good half hour of entertainment out of everybody trying to remember who the actor was in that film or show. Most cable providers did this by having a guide in the device. I don't ever use my phone to look up shows, the streaming services and guides on cable do that for you with ease. Pagers. Anyone remember them? They're still used in hospitals. Pagers are still the method of calling doctors urgently. Also fax machines. Pagers already died before smartphones, the early cell phones were enough for them to lose purpose. Being fully present. Watching soccer games today, and it was wild seeing a player celebrate scoring a goal by running towards the fans, and all of the fans are just filming it happen. It's such a contrast to the old broadcasts you'd see of games when the fans would be screaming and jumping and hugging the player. People would rather have a Snapchat story than be in the moment. Regulated dopamine. What's that? A lot of privacy. I find it so intrusive that everyone is walking around with a video camera in their pocket, and the ability to record and invade someone else's privacy. Getting totally wrecked and doing wild things with no further evidence. My ability to enjoy doing nothing. Functional websites. Websites used to have amazing functionality. Then smartphones and apps appeared. Now when I want to update LinkedIn, it says what I want to do, change role on profile, simple text, isn't available on the website and to instead try their app. It's just to steal data. Fucking annoying. I haven't seen a dedicated MP3 player in quite a while. Eye contact. Joke's on you, I'm on the spectrum and never made eye contact anyway. Yep. Dodged that one. I'm not confident. Not at all. But I at least look confident, despite how unconfident I am. Rip to the mysterious world of getting lost. Thanks to smartphones, the era of wrong turns, unexpected adventures, and pretending to understand maps is officially 6 feet under. Now, even getting lost feels too organized. Nostalgic for the days when lost meant stumbling upon hidden gems, not just waiting for Google Maps to reroute. You can still choose to get lost and explore a city organically if you wish to. Needing to go to a bank. This still is very active despite what younger generations think. There are still people out there that use checks for grocery purchases. I still even use checks for larger payments where the person doesn't want to deal with Zelle fees, etc. Close on a mortgage? Pretty sure at least part of that has to still be in person. Needing to go to a bank for certain activities isn't going anywhere anytime soon. My dad still goes. Concerts that people actually watch. Lots of rare earth deposits. Telephone booths. Superman would not be able to change into his outfit anymore. And Facebook would offer to tag him as Clark Kent. They have made stag do rules a lot longer. MapQuest and physical maps. Most of my self-esteem. In most younger kids, critical thinking and basic math skills. To be fair, was there ever a time in which the majority of the population had critical thinking skills? I doubt it. Debates about random trivia. Privacy. Being out of touch. Being present in everyday situations. The enjoyment of just making shit up off the top of your head without having to query the world brain before continuing a conversation. Payphones and the Zune. Letter writing. And I would add more generally, handwriting. After smartphones became ubiquitous and useful apps, e.g. from your insurance or bank, became commonplace, there's very little need to even complete a form anymore. That's in addition to messaging apps replacing a note you left your wife to say you'll be home later. Having to set a specific spot at a location to meet up. Yup, such big mood spoiler when friends take out their phones and starts recording. Spontaneous conversations. Getting lost in cities. Math teachers a statement about not having a calculator everywhere I go, etc. A lot of public interaction. Why go outside when you can play games, scroll through Instagram and watch TikTok until you realize it's 3 in the morning, right? Low-tier cameras, most watches, daily planner, pagers, calendars, MP3 players/iPods. Basic calculators. Courtesy. I am so glad to have had a pre-internet childhood and young adulthood. Evidence asterisk. Hello everyone. Thanks for sticking to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to humbly ask you to subscribe to the channel. According to my statistics, 100% of my viewers in the past 28 days are not subscribed. I have always wanted this channel to reach 1000 subscribers, and if you want to support and be a part of that, subscribe. It's free and it's an awesome way to support the channel. Thanks again, Reddit glitch out.